my fellow classmates. So today, I would like to persuade all of you as to why you should learn to cook. So ladies and gentlemen, today I stand before you to advocate for a skill that is often underestimated and overlooked in our modern society, which is the art of cooking. Firstly, learning to cook is often looked as a mundane task, but in my perspective, it's not merely a mundane task, but it is an essential life skill that brings you with a multitude of benefits and advantages. So allow me to present to you why you should start to cook. So before I give you the reasons why, I would like to ask all of you, how many of you cook on a daily basis? Please raise up your hands. So based on this quick survey, it is not almost half. It is less than half of the class that cooks on a daily basis. So this is now I would like to tell you why that you should be cooking on a daily basis. So firstly, cooking saves your pocket. So as a student, we all know that the average daily expenses can reach up to 50 ringgit. Not in KL, but only here in Segamat. 50 ringgit per day, you can actually reach that. So imagine, that is only one day. You are going to stay here for 5 semesters. Imagine the expenses that you will be using. So that is why I encourage all of you to learn how to cook. And according to the domestic trade and cost of living minister, the rate of food inflation in Malaysia is at 9.6%. So are you still not going to learn to cook? And cooking your own food is, as you all know, is more affordable than eating out. And this can save you a significant amount of money in the long run. In my case, during the last weekend there is a food fest in at the OS at the mall in near the bus station, and I actually spent almost 50 to 70 ringgit on one night. And that money, actually, I can actually use that 50 ringgit to make my own food for the whole week. So can you see the impact of eating at home, of cooking your own food compared to buying food from takeaways or takeout? So that is the reason, number one. Next, cooking your own food. By learning to cook, you can make your own healthy food. As we all know, in the culture of Malaysia, we are the king of unhealthy foods. In the morning, you have nasi lemak, and with that nasi lemak, you pair it with the sweetest cup of teh tarik. And then, not enough with nasi lemak, as my friend has suggested, roti canai. Can you imagine, that is only in the morning, and you go to the afternoon, all the different varieties of local delicacies, all the kuih, all the pisang goreng. Can you imagine all the fried foods? That is only the evening. And during the night, we go for nasi ganda. In one day, the average calorie of a human being is around 1 to 2,000 calories per day. But on average, Malaysians can reach up to 4,000 calories per day. So compared to that, as to cooking at home, you can try for better recipes, such as making your own kimchi, incorporating more healthy diets, which includes such as tulang, I would like to suggest, and more salads, which are obviously costly outside, and that's why when you prepare your own, you can have healthier options at a cheaper rate. Because have you ever tried to go and order a salad at a cafe? And imagine how much cost that you can cut eating at home by making your own salad. Because in the end, why we eat is to be well and to live well. It's not only to fill up your inner all of the stuff, but you have the power to choose the fresh and the wholesome ingredients to create the nutritious and balanced meals. And that is the number 2 power of learning to cook. Next is survivability. In terms of survivability, it does not mean being cost efficient. It means that you are able to live on your own. When I started to cook on my own, it is not only about, oh, I know how to make my own food, but actually I learned about how to take care of myself. Because when you start to learn how to cook, you will automatically take care of yourself. When is the time for you to eat? When is the time for you to take your lunch, to take your dinner? It is all how you learn from cooking. You'll be able to live independently. And no matter where you are, in the middle of the woods or in the hustle bustle of a city, with a wide range of ingredients or a limited range of ingredients, with the skill to cook, you can live anywhere you want. And that is the third point. And next is cultural appreciation. What is cultural appreciation? Which it means that you are able to celebrate and appreciate the cultural differences that we have here, especially in Malaysia, a diverse country full of amazing culture. Are you seriously going to be living, eating nasi lemak every day, buying outside? By learning to cook, we have now the power of technology in our hands. We have the power of technology. There are millions of recipes out there that you can try. You want to get a taste of some Indian delicacies, you can search it up on your phone. Or you want to try for some American food or some European food, Chinese food. It is all the wonders that you can have by learning to cook. You do not have to travel all the way outside out of the world for you to try some food. You can make it right from your own kitchen. So by learning to cook, it actually broadens your horizons to explore the rich tapestry of global cuisine. And last but not least, the most important part of my speech today as to why you have to cook is to become human, to be yourselves. What does it mean? By being human, by learning to cook, it actually helps you to build more meaningful relationships. Firstly, maybe to impress your loved ones, maybe to impress your partner, your mother-in-law, or someone that you want to impress. That is why learning to cook can help you. And the next thing is to host gatherings. By having the opportunity to gather all your friends and family, especially us, maybe during Raya celebrations, right? So we have this opportunity to make a stronger relationship with the people that meant the most to us. And that is what I am trying to point by saying that being human. That is what learning to cook makes you. And secondly, about being human is to actually live in the moment. Cooking actually is quite therapeutic and an activity that can help you to relieve your stress. Because maybe by engaging in the process of chopping, sauteing, or stirring can be meditative, allowing your mind to unwind and focus on the task at hand. That is actually why I started cooking during the pandemic. It's actually quite hard for me on my mental capacities. So I started to help my grandmother to cook at home, and I found it to be very enjoyable. And till this day, I help her to prepare the dishes at home. So it's actually quite helpful as to why we learn to cook. And sometimes it is important to take a break. After a long week, sometimes all that we need is just a comforting dish at home. So that is why I ask you to learn to cook. Because sometimes after a hectic week, maybe sometimes in a week you have a few presentations, you have a few tests, and you have no more energy to go outside and order takeout and to go to McDonald's. It's very tiring, and sometimes it might just help to maybe make your own simple dish which brings you back to the memories that you have, to the comfort zone, and that is how you can recharge. It doesn't really care if your comfort meal is just a simple Maggi. The important thing is that Maggi that you cook yourself is full of love, and that is the power of cooking, the power of food. Because cooking and food is not a modern thing. It is what makes us live today. Food has come from the ancient times. That is what we can relate with our ancestors. All of us eat. All of us build up our relationships through food. So, I would like to ask you again, have you made up your mind? What is going to be your first dish? And when are you going to start? And I would like to ask the question again. How many of you would like to start cooking? Please raise up your hands. Thank you very much.
Thank you.